Just the felon philosophies. Let's be real, man. Diddy trial, right? Let's be real, man. And this is going to be a controversial topic, and people are going to say I'm crazy, but this, are you surprised that he got off on all the crazier charges and got caught for the lesser traveling for prostitution, which is nothing? Do you not think if he got away with of the biggest names in the entertainment and the way with it for so long? He has connections, courts, justice systems, politics. What do you think? This is the upper class's secret playground. I know personally, not him, but I know the scene, the scenario. You know what I mean? Motherfuckers wear masks. You don't know motherfuckers' identities. Judges, cops, lawyers, doctors, motherfuckers with power and influence, people in government, politicians. Through history, there has never been a time where this type of thing did not occur. The people with money, power, and influence live out their sexual taboos in private or whatever their most cherished discrepancy. So they pay for discrepancy. And you say things like this, and people are like, oh, you're tripping, you're tripping, you're tripping. How else did this man, and you can see the disdain on some of the rappers' face, such as Method Man, when he claimed somebody was sucking D at a Diddy party, and you can see the disdain in his face when he said it about whoever he said. There was another fame. I don't remember. I don't care. But the point was, well, if he felt that strongly about it, why was this not brought out before? Like more, because of the connections, because of the cover-up. People with money are into a lot of weird stuff. I'm telling you first, people with money are into a lot of weird stuff, man. And there's a whole network. And they just touched the network there. And there's other things that are being investigated on other ends of people that I know that have gotten caught up in lifestyles of the rich and famous, man. You know what I mean? And guess what? People ruin their life. And I'm not talking about I'm talking about something separate from anything that has to do with me right now. However, inadvertently, I've touched certain levels of the playground that has just been exposed, or that's been not just exposed, it's known, you know what I mean, but that has just been publicly spoken of. That's the part people are missing. They're just saying Diddy parties. Oh, it's just the Diddy party. It doesn't stop at that. There's a lot of people, places, and things, man. Participants. You know what I mean? And it's crazy. I'm not gonna lie, I'm be honest, I'm intrigued, like, with certain aspects of it, but on certain stuff that's like, no, I'm not with that, and that, I'm not with certain stuff, and people say I talk in circles, but, because you have to. When you've seen certain things, and when you can't speak with context, you know what I mean, but you can still speak. Remove the context. That way the lesson is learned and given. All I say is anybody that's finding themselves getting into certain aspects of the world. And when I said that on Facebook, somebody accused me of being high, being crazy. Understand, man. I've seen a lot that you guys have not seen. You know what I mean? And I speak the truth without putting people in jeopardy. You know what I mean? And that's except for myself. And that's the truth. So I speak without context, but know that my stuff is sound. I'm sound, man. You know what I mean? And if I wanted to go to the extents, I could show and prove, but I don't need to do that. Then that's not my business. Let people live their life, but leave good people alone. You got the underground is always going to be there on all levels. And trust me, it goes deeper than a lot of people in society realize. And trust me, that's for the better. You know what I mean? Average person couldn't handle a lot of stuff that really goes on around us, man. But listen, I say that to say, don't be surprised about Diddy. No Diddy yet. They're going to be right back at the Diddy party. Listen, as long as it don't involve this or that, send me an invite, bro. We out. As long as they not talking about I don't know the truth about don't play no kid shit, bro. If you into kid shit, bro, you got Take his head off, bro. I ain't with that. But I'm be honest, though. When that type of stuff comes up and they start mentioning it, I be thinking people be lying, man. But I don't know, man. If that's the case, bro, that's... But I would assume he would have gotten, so I got to look into that. But I'm not with none of that. Don't send me no invite. You got no crazy shit like that. Other than that, send the invite.